Good morning, Thrashers. Welcome to another episode of the Block Thrasher Daily Crypto Update. Originally the name Block Thrasher was derived from mining way back in the day when I was mining back in 2016, getting into the Facebook groups, the forums. Actually, it wasn't Facebook, it was Discord, Telegram, those types of things. Just picked up the handle Block Thrasher, right? And the idea was that as we're mining cryptocurrency, we're solving for blocks. And so we're just thrashing through these blocks and just earning more, right? And I had a mining pool back at the time and a bunch of people that were needing support and needing help. And so just used Block Thrasher and it worked real well. Now it's taken more of the meaning of we're going to thrash through the complexity of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is growing by leaps and bounds. There's massive adoption happening. So many people coming into the space, and most people have a ton of questions. The reason I started Block Thrasher is because I was regularly having people say to me, I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. It's just too complicated for me. The thing is that it can be. There is a ton of things to just get familiar with. A lot of it is actually really simple, but it still can be overwhelming. There's just this thing, there's this wall for a lot of people. And so my whole purpose is to break through that wall, to break down those barriers and to make it as simple as I possibly can. And that's why we do the daily crypto updates, is because it takes time. It would be overwhelming and too much to just hit somebody or hit people with everything that you need to know to get in, and even you just get inundated with too much. So to initiate and to bring you in and up to speed, you just listen on a daily basis and you pick up a little bit here and a little bit there. And after time, it all starts to become very familiar and it makes a lot more sense. And the way that we do that on the daily morning update is just to go through and talk about the news of the day and talk about what is happening. And as we do that, issues come up and things arise, and it helps you to understand crypto better, and also helps you to understand which projects you might want to actually support and invest in. And of course, the angle that I'm coming from is a fundamental analysis one, where I want to direct people, and including myself, toward those projects that have really good team, a really good technology, that have the marketing capability and that can build that network effect or the user base through good marketing, and some other things that come into the analysis of it. So that's the whole purpose of what we are doing here. And then also sometimes it's just about principle. It's about supporting projects that are doing something that makes a lot of sense or brings a lot of value, or that addresses a problem that exists in the traditional world, in the financial world and legacy systems, and fixes that disrupts and improves upon what already exists. So anyway, just thought I'd jump in with that today for our introduction. Let's take a look at the word of the day, which is also a word that we could say is what we are about here. Mammoth. We are here to tear apart, to break apart, to cut into fragments, to shred up, to thrash the complexity of crypto. That's what mammoth means. M-A-M-M-O-C-K. Mammoth. To break, tear, or cut into fragments, to shred. Once again, M-A-M-M-O-C-K. Mammoth. Another great word. Let's take a look at the market and see what's happening. Total market cap is up just a sliver, 0.5% to $2.148 trillion. This is good though. We continue to hold well above the $2 trillion mark. Bitcoin dominance is at 47.7%. We continue to see that kind of just drop down ever so slightly in recent days. Ethereum is up from where it used to be at 10 to 12%, now 14.4%. Gas prices are not insane of late. Currently 81 GWAY for standard. How's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is up 0.1% on the 24, but down negative 2.8% on the week at $54,751.93. Ethereum saw an a new all-time new high last night, over $2,700. It is now down a little bit though. It is currently trading at $2,688.27. But that is a 15.6% increase on the weekend. It is up 5.5% in the last 24 hours. Seen a lot of red here. Not significant red. These aren't painful numbers, just a little bit of red right now. Binance Coin, BNB, down 3.7% on the week, down 0.6 in the last 24. It is now trading at $559.78. XRP also down 2% for the week, trading at $1.35. Cardano is up on the week, but barely, just 1.7%. Also going red though in the last 24, just barely, 0.8%. It is at $1.28. Dogecoin seeing a pump. Not a huge pump. Well, in the world of crypto, 14.7%. In the midst of a red market, currently red, that's pretty big. 14.7 in the last 24 hours, still down 4.6 in the last 7 days. It is currently 30 cents. And of course, we know why this is. And we're going to talk about that in our news items of the day. Currently, Polkadot is $33.35, also down 1.3 in the last 24. Uniswap coming in at number 9. Uniswap had a killer week, up 30.1% on the week. Go Uniswap, up 6.9, basically 7% in the last 24 hours. Uniswap is at $41.54. You know, this is just mind staggering, actually, because when Uniswap dropped that airdrop months ago, I don't know, 6-7 months ago now, it's been a while. It was at $3, $4, $5. It hit $6 or $7. A lot of people dumped the initial airdrop that they received of 400 tokens or more if you had multiple addresses that had interacted with the exchange. Oh, I remember people saying, yeah, it's never going to go back to $7. And here we sit, $41.54. Fantastic. Litecoin. Look, Litecoin's up on the 24, 1.1% to $254.10. Bitcoin Cash slightly up, $876.44. Chainlink is down on the week, 7.6%, currently trading at $35.84. Probably just go through the top 15 today. We got VeChain and Solana. VeChain was up was looking at the Solana numbers. VeChain is down 24.1% on the week, down negative 6.4% in the last 24 hours. VeChain's hurting a little bit. It is currently 19 cents, 0.197928 to be exact. Solana just has been killing it, up 43% on the week, up 4% in the last 24 hours. Now, we did see it drop down to about 42-ish yesterday or last night at some point in time. It's back up to 45.65. The only other token I'm going to look at here, I'll take that back. We'll just blow through some of these real quick. Stellar, 48 cents. Theta Network continues to drop a bit. It is at $11. Filecoin, 149.67. Some of these these two might be good long-term holds currently. Not expecting much movement on them, though, in the short term because they've already had their runs, as I've mentioned over and over again. Monero bounced up a bit, up 8.7% in the last 24. Monero is currently at $426.50. All right, what else do I want to look at here quickly? Just because we might be mentioning or talking about them, we've seen some big rises in PancakeSwap up 32%, Aave up 31% on the week, Polygon being one of the outliers up 109% in the last 37 days, currently 71 cents. It saw a nice boost of 25.3% in the last 24. What else do we have here that might be interesting? Compound up 32%. What I want to find is KuCoin, because KuCoin is one of the news items of the day. And it's also, I think, I'm going to talk about that. Let's just pop it in with a search real quick so I can bring that to you. KuCoin is currently at number 104 in terms of market cap. KuCoin's token is KCS. See if I can get this to take me over to the KuCoin. KuCoin is currently down 3.7% at $13.03. This is where KuCoin sits currently. It is up 1,264% last year, up 164% in the last 30 days. All-time high of $20.17, all-time low of 34 cents, which was about 2 years ago. All right, let's move on to our news items of the day. This is interesting, addressing the question, where might Bitcoin, I should say, go? According to Pantera Capital, Bitcoin could be blasting off to $700,000. Crypto investment firm Pantera Capital has revealed a pricing model for Bitcoin that places the world's biggest crypto asset by market cap at staggering new levels. And the reason I'm bringing this article to you today is because I like their reasoning, and I actually agree with most of what they're saying here. It seems like good analysis. In the company's April letter to investors, Pantera notes that one of their models, which compares the amount of new Bitcoin users to the flagship crypto's price, reveals a terminal price of $700,000. All right. According to the model, Bitcoin's price goes up by $200 for every 1 million new Bitcoin users. So their analysis is pretty simple. It's just as simple as that. They took a look at historical data and said, look, every time there's 1 million new users coming on to the Bitcoin blockchain, which I'm assuming they're calculating by looking at new addresses that are created, every time there's 1 million new Bitcoin users, your price goes up by $200. Pantera Capital says that the model has been accurate every single time except once in February 2016 when the price lagged. So that's pretty good. It's pretty accurate historically. So they're calling for 5 orders of magnitude. They've got a nice chart here for people who can't see it, which is most of you. Most people listen on the pod rather than on the video on YouTube. The number of people using Bitcoin in December 2010 was 1,000. Unbelievable. At the time, the price was 2 cents. Then by May of 2012, when there were 10,000 people using Bitcoin, it was $2. In December of 2012, at the end of that year, there was 100,000 people using Bitcoin and the price was $20. In November of 2013, there was 1 million people and the price was $200. By February 17th, well, that was the one exception. But once there was 10 million people, the price was $2,000. In December of 2020, when there was 100 million people, the price was $20,000. And if you look at 2022 and the growth continues at the same rate and you have 1 billion people using Bitcoin, they estimate that the price will be $200,000. Should Bitcoin's price continue to rise $200 every time 1 million users enter the market, the model suggests that Bitcoin can surge nearly 1,200% from its current value of $54,000. This is what they said, quote, 3.5 billion people have a smartphone. The only requirement to use Bitcoin. In the long run, it's not obvious why most of those won't use Bitcoin. That's not many more than share photos on Facebook. Using these relationships, we can postulate a possible terminal value for Bitcoin. If the price continues to rise $200 per million users, Bitcoin could become fairly valued at $700,000. At that level, Bitcoin would be worth 15 trillion in market cap, right? Total market cap, or 15% of global M2 money supply. That seems totally doable. Now, here's what's interesting. We've got a couple of stories today that have to do with this age-old debate of maximalism, Bitcoin maximalist, Ethereum maximalist. Pantera isn't just mega bullish on Bitcoin. The firm also has a keen eye on the rest of the non-Bitcoin plus Ethereum market share, which tracks the growth of all cryptocurrencies other than BTC and ETH. Pantera posits that the best opportunities and biggest gains are likely to be found outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, as the rest of the industry is making gains against the two biggest crypto assets by market cap, and I agree with that. You see, the Block Thrasher show is not about shilling Bitcoin. It's not about shilling Ethereum. It's not about shilling Cardano or Polkadot or Solana or any other project. It's just about crypto in general, but we're here to speak the truth. What happens is people get emotionally wrapped up in whatever it was that they first were introduced in, or whatever it is that they hold. And so you get this tribalism, and it's bad for the entire space. And this has been going on for a long time. And the maximalists call everything except for Bitcoin a shitcoin, and everything else is going to zero, blah, 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 ad nauseum. And then it happens with the Ethereum people. Then it happens with, and it's like, okay, look, there's room, there's space. And the real analysis, like coming from guys like this at Pantera Capital, is that they point out that, yeah, we love Bitcoin. We believe in Bitcoin. We hope Bitcoin succeeds. We hope Bitcoin hits $700,000. But the cold, hard truth is, if you want to see real gains as an investor right now, as this nascent new market is maturing, you're going to find greater gains in other places. Bitcoin is a solid proxy for the blockchain disruption, states Pantera. However, it's not everything. Bitcoin is about half of the market cap of the industry, as we've seen, a little bit lower than half right now, but possibly less than half of the future opportunity. I agree with that. The non-Bitcoin Ethereum market share has more than doubled from 16% to 34% in the past 3 months. Watch this space. That's where the largest gains are likely to be. They have a graph here showing the non-Bitcoin plus Ethereum market share. And since January of 21, the alts have just rocketed up to 35%. If you go back to January of 20, it was 25%. Started up and down, slowly making its way up. September 2020 hit a peak, dropped down a lot, down to January 21st. January of 21, and then just rocketed back up. Dogecoin. Elon Musk boosts Dogecoin once again amid fresh, strong interest in altcoins. What is Musk doing now? Musk is about to host Saturday Night Live, something he says he will do as the Doge father. As Doge USD shoots up more than 20%. Dogecoin, the meme-based cryptocurrency that is a pet favorite of Elon Musk, has a new date for its price diary. Musk's appearance on Saturday Night Live. In a tweet on Wednesday, Musk described himself as the Doge father as he prepares to host the popular American television show on May 8th. Musk is well known for his PR stunts when it comes to Dogecoin, with social media posts often sparking price gains, something which has also benefited Bitcoin. Familiar scenario for Dogecoin fans. Musk's latest round of publicity immediately fueled a rebound in Doge, which was up 20% in hours at the time of writing. You know, Musk did come out just the other day for the first time, whether it was intentional or unintentional, in a response to Dave Portnoy on Twitter, and reveal that he does hold Bitcoin and he's never sold it. This he's never done with Dogecoin. You Dogecoin fans. This is a PR stunt. Same for Cuban. They know. They get it. They're marketing geniuses, marketing wizards. This is what Musk is doing. Now, I will say the only positive that I see coming from this is that people are being introduced into the cryptocurrency space. And you know what? I hope that Musk and Cuban and the others are able to maintain through their social media activity the Doge price, because I don't want to see these newbies coming into the cryptocurrency space getting hammered and getting wrecked when Doge dumps. It's almost like there should be some legal action that requires Cuban and Musk, if the Dogecoin, if those whales, which hold 40% of the Doge, dump, destroying and obliterating all these people coming in. It's almost like it'd be fair. As a libertarian, this wouldn't be right. It's almost like Cuban and Musk should pay for that. Like they should have to put their money where their mouth is and buy enough Doge to keep the price up. Of course, I don't know. They probably they don't really have the capability to do that, because we're talking a $40 billion market now. But you know what? At the same time, the flip side of that is a lot of what's going on with the meme hype coins, we'll call them, is greed. People that they're not looking to be an investor. They're looking to come in, take $1,000 and flip it to 2. Move on. Try to do the same. What's the next? What's the next hype coin, guys? You see it all over the place on the social media. What are we pumping now? What's the next? Planning to time it right. What can I get? There was, what was one? Was it Faircoin or something just launched the other day? And people were just destroyed immediately. It was on the Binance Smart Chain. They're trying to grab this token. It's supposed to come out at 30 cents. People are paying $4 up to $9. A lot of people got in, bought small amounts, just ruined because it dropped immediately. It was another rug pull type of thing. Speaking of the Binance Smart Chain, we've seen another hack, rug pull, whatever it is going on here with the Uranium. Uranium is an automated market maker AMM protocol forked from Uniswap version 2 and claims to give daily dividends to its users. This is what the Uranium website says. In our pools and farms, you're rewarded with our U92 token like every other DEX. The difference is that we have created a second token, the U92 counterpart U235. Holding this token on your wallet makes you an investor in our automated money market, making you earn dividends in BNB and BUSD every block. It's not clear what exactly went wrong amid migration, but according to a Gimmerdiv, pair contracts in Uranium's version 2 version had a bug. Due to this bug, anyone could interact with the pair contracts and withdraw almost all tokens. Pair contracts are smart contracts for special pairs in an AMM, or automated money market. Say, for example, RapTeth and USDC. Essentially, the bug allowed the exploiter to use a swap function in Uranium to drain the funds. The exploiter has already started moving and withdrawing funds. About 6.4 million or 242,438 ETH have been withdrawn via Tornado Cash, as Ethereum mixer based on zero knowledge proofs technology that lets users withdraw funds anonymously. The exploiter first swapped DOT and ADA tokens to ETH via Binance Smart Chain based decentralized exchange Pancake Swap. Then they swapped the BSC version of ETH to the Ethereum version of ETH via AnySwap, a cross-chain swap protocol. All 80 Bitcoin have also been withdrawn by the exploiter using any swap. This could be an insider job or a rug pull, according to Gimberdev, because Uranium's version 2 version had a bug and its team did not perform a white hat attack before the migration to version 2.1. The Uranium contracts repository has also been removed from GitHub for some unknown reasons. Yeah, that looks like a rug pull. Anytime a development team removes their repository from GitHub, that's a pretty good sign. I'm surprised the website is even up still, because that also is another good sign. The block has reached out to Uranium for comments and we'll update. Yeah, that's all we've got there. Well, this seems to be a repeating story on the Binance Smart Chain, and this is one of those reasons why you need smart contracts with a verifiable programming language like Haskell. And I don't want to speak too early or misspeak, but it will be interesting to see if the DeFi platforms and the smart contracts that are developed on Cardano, which is moving very slowly, but moving slowly in order to try to prevent these types of things from happening. It'll be interesting to see if they succeed as time goes on. KuCoin. All right, I mentioned KuCoin early on, and I am getting a little bit excited about KuCoin. I got to tell you guys. KuCoin has launched a testnet. It's its community chain, KCC, powered by KCS. The crypto exchange of KuCoin has announced the launch of the testnet version of the KuCoin community chain. KuCoin, a Singapore-based exchange, has gone on to invite the crypto community, developers, and projects to test the new KCC testnet in a bid to come up with suggestions and or enhancements to help KCC become a secure and valuable blockchain. Potential developers and users are requested to test the following areas. I'm going to skip past all of that. Impact of the KuCoin community chain on the value of KuCoin token. And this is the meat of what I really wanted to get here. I've been thinking this for 3 or 4 weeks now, maybe. And I know I've mentioned it to you guys, but just in case you're new and didn't hear that, I'm going to go over this again. What I'm going to read from this article is what I've been saying, exactly what I've been saying. And so I thought it was cool that there's some other analysis out there just echoing that. And here it is. With the launch of the KuCoin community chain, the exchange joins Binance and OKX in a list of crypto exchanges that have launched their own blockchain. And that's what I was thinking one day as I was it must have been weeks ago though, as I was driving, as I often do, processing or reflecting on little things I've read here and there and thoughts when I was like, Binance is just killing it. Of course, it's the #1 exchange, but there's Smart Chain and all the DeFi projects that are launching on it and PancakeSwap, and it's all just a clone of Ethereum, but it's got these fast transactions and low fees, and it's been that, you know, it's gone ballistic. What else might do the same? Okay, OKX has a similar thing. They've also done really well. Who else is looking to do this? Well, it's KuCoin. And I did not even have a KuCoin account at the time. I'm going to go check it out. Found out you can sign up for an account with KuCoin without KYC AML. Use an anonymous email if you want. And it's a phenomenal exchange. They don't have every token that Binance has, but they have some that Binance won't. And for the most part, they do have most things. With respect to value, Binance Coin, BNB, has had a meteoric rise since the Binance Smart Chain went live in September of last year. When BSC was launched, BNB was trading at roughly $24. Oh, man, it's incredible. I remember I had some BNB because I needed it for something else I was doing. So I had a couple BNB that I got around $24. At the time of writing, Binance Coin is trading at 560, thus demonstrating a 2,233% increment in the value of BNB since the launch of the Binance Smart Chain. Similarly, OKX Chain's token, OKT, was launched earlier this year at a value of 52. At the time of writing, OKT is trading at 200. signifying a 284% increment in value in less than 6 months. Therefore, it can be loosely concluded that the launch of KuCoin community chain will open the doors for KCS gaining in the crypto markets due to increased adoption on its native blockchain. KuCoin token is currently trading at 1328, and the launch of KCC could catapult the token to breaking its all-time high of 2114 set in January of 2018. So we'll see. We will see. But I do agree with that analysis. I like that analysis. I don't see any reason why the KuCoin exchange can't continue to grow. And I'd like to try to see if we click on exchanges here, what number in terms of use KuCoin is at. So Binance is number 1, Coinbase Pro number 2, Kraken number 3, KuCoin comes in at number 11, just under OKX. So KuCoin definitely has a ways to go to reach the volume of the bigger exchanges. Normally it's within the top 10, but right now it's at number 11. I think OKX has surpassed it for some time, but it's definitely one to keep an eye on. Grayscale adds 2.5 billion in XLM, Link, BAT, Mana, and others. And I wanted to bring this story to you for a couple of reasons. One, we continue to see this adoption occurring. We're starting to see these very large institutional investors come in. But now the story is that they're coming into the altcoins. So this is similar to what was happening with Pantera Capital, with what Pantera Capital was saying, and just reinforces what I've been talking about, where there's a lot of growth potential in the altcoin, more growth potential moving forward, I believe, and others are echoing that in the alt space, right? So Grayscale Investments, a subsidiary of Digital Currency Group led by Barry Silbert, has announced that it purchased 2.5 billion in digital currencies in a single day. As of April 27th, it holds 45 billion worth of crypto. That's just mind-blowing. One company, 45 billion worth of crypto. These are altcoins, however. Analytics data shows that the company has been dumping Bitcoin and Ethereum and other currencies as well. Data provided by analytics service Bybit shows that over the past week, Grayscale has bought large amounts of XLM, Mana, Link, Basic Attention Token, and other altcoins. Purchases of Mana over the past 24 hours constitute another 20,709 coins. So Grayscale dumps Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ethereum Classic. However, Bybit data also shows that in the past month, Grayscale has sold 1,149 Bitcoin and dumped 251 Bitcoin in the past week and 35 Bitcoin over the past 24 hours. It has also gotten rid of part of its Ethereum holdings, selling 6,951 ETH in the past month, 1,519 in the past week, and 217 ETH over the last 24 hours. The same goes for Ethereum Classic and other altcoins, including LTC, BCH, and XLM. Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust has been trading at a negative premium of negative 9.34%. All right. Moving on to the last segment of the day. Goldman Sachs has released a study headed up by analyst Ben Snyder on stocks connected to crypto and blockchain, specifically stocks that could see a sharp spike if Bitcoin prices take off again. So what Goldman Sachs did here basically is they said, look, we've observed in our analysis that companies that are connected or loosely connected to crypto have performed much better than others in the S&P. This is what they said. On average, these stocks have dramatically outperformed the S&P 500 during the last several months alongside the surge in price of Bitcoin. An equal weighted portfolio of the stocks has demonstrated roughly 60% correlations with Bitcoin and the Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index during the last several months, compared with 20% correlations for the S&P 500. So who are the companies that they're talking about? Snyder used three main factors to highlight stocks closely tied to Bitcoin and crypto. The search was limited to those stocks possessing a market cap that exceeds 1 billion. The first step was to isolate stocks that had public filings, speeches, or transcripts mentioning Bitcoin or blockchain. They also considered news articles from certain sources. The next phase eliminated companies whose stock prices didn't correlate with the price of Bitcoin over the previous calendar. The final test was to look at the membership of 6 blockchain-related indexes and exchange-traded funds. So on average, the 19 stocks that they listed passed muster, rose above 46% so far in 2021 compared to 12% for the S&P 500, so greatly outperforming them. What are these companies? The companies are Marathon Digital Holdings, Riot Blockchain, MicroStrategy, Silvergate Capital, PayPal Holdings, Overstock.com, NVIDIA, InvestView, Ideahomics, Tesla, JP Morgan Chase, Visa, Bank of New York Mellon, Facebook, MasterCard, Broadridge Financial Solutions, IBM, and Coinbase Global. They listed this list. This list is ordered from top to bottom in terms of outlook. The first 7 on the list were given the designation of a 9, the highest possible score. NVIDIA was given a score of 7, with the remaining stocks listed as a 6. So the reason they wrote this report is the whole idea is like for those people who are like not comfortable with investing directly in crypto because whatever their perception is of volatility or concern about whatever, these are 19 companies that they can buy that have direct correlation to crypto. And so they can benefit from those gains, which are closer to 60% rather than 12%, 46% actually rise in 2021 compared to the 12% for the S&P 500. Again, just more evidence that these institutionals, the Goldman Sachs and look at some of the companies that are listed here. JP Morgan Chase, Visa, MasterCard, IBM, Tesla, PayPal, Overstock. These are big companies, right? Big names that they can buy and get that exposure to the crypto. Not a bad strategy, I guess, for those types. All right, friends. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a great day for crypto. It's always a great day to earn and stack more crypto. Enjoy this Wednesday, April 28th. I will talk to you tomorrow. Hope you have a phenomenal day. Appreciate you all. See you now. Bye.